near the bottom tip of the American continent. There's a place where nature has shaped one of its finest and most beautiful creations on the planet. And for me, my favorite place on Earth. My name is René Araneda. I'm a Chilean wildlife filmmaker, and for more than 13 years, I've explored much of this national park, living, learning, and filming. If there is a place that can change your life forever, it is Torres del Paine, the wild spirit of Patagonia. The animals that thrive here amongst these most surreal landscapes all have a unique and special place in my heart. It is here where I feel most at home. This is my wild backyard. Torres del Paine has become one of the most important places in the world to observe pumas. I've tracked and filmed these big cats for almost 8 years. I've seen different generations and family lineages, allowing me to gain insight into an animal that only until very recent was considered as a ghost. But this place is so much more than that. Yes, we like pumas. They're amazing creatures. But there's so many other animals that play a role in this ecosystem in order to have a healthy place for the same cats. So it's always worth it to go out there, explore, and observe the other creatures, the other animals of Torres del Paine. It is the end of winter, and big herds of guanacos can be found feeding all around the park. This is a keystone species that links with almost every other living creature found at Torres del Paine. Related to llamas, these mountain camels once roamed freely through all of the Andes mountain range. Unfortunately, habitat loss and poaching through the centuries has reduced these nomads' overall numbers, and today, wild herds like this can only happen in protected areas. Guanacos are the puma's natural prey. I'm pretty sure there's a puma watching this. This is a big herd of guanacos. It's the end of winter, and all of the guanacos are still together in these big herds, females, males, and the young guanacos that were born last year. But very soon, the group will split, and the males, they are already getting a little bit aggressive between them, so they will start separating all of the females, trying to get a group of females for their own, and that means kicking every other male outside of the area. Guanacos are fun to watch, especially their social dynamics. Close to spring, males will start to isolate groups of females for mating. They will not tolerate any other males that come around their groups. No matter how young, big, or old other males are, they are all going to suffer the consequences of the dominant male. This behavior will last for months. Aggressive males are constantly chasing challengers away from their groups of female. Very sharp teeth are not only for grazing, but used strategically to exact damage and cut the opponent's testicles. Everything is fair game on this battleground. Powerful forces of nature have shaped and are still shaping this place. The perfect storm of earthquakes and tectonic plates have been folding and lifting this landscape for millions of years, along with several flows of Ice Age glaciers, have carried materials to shape the land. It is ice, wind, water and rocks which are the basic elements that define Patagonia's pure essence. It wasn't that long ago when we first arrived to this harsh environment. Native paintings as old as 6,000 years inside of Torres del Paine show there already was coexisting with guanacos and pumas amongst a very simple culture of hunter and gatherers who lived in balance with their surroundings. European settlers also coexisted with the wildlife, but in very different ways than native cultures did. Before it became a national park, this was made up of private farms where sheep and livestock were raised. Then, conflict between predators and farmers exploded. Only until very recently, bordering farms have decided to protect all forms of life. Animals now move freely between protected land and farms, using both sides of fence safely as their territories. The variety of ecosystems inside of the park brings many other interesting creatures.
These little lagoons, these reeds right in front, they're full of life and they're full of birds, especially now, this time of the year. All females and males are getting together.
Including one of my favorite birds.
So there's two, right here.
The white-tufted grebe. The smallest grebe found in Chile. It's always worth one's time to spend observing this adorable fowl.
Very shy. Probably right now, in front of us, some of them are hiding.
By staying silent and still, it is not long before the grebes come out of their hide and actively start doing what they know how to do the best: fishing. They are great divers, specializing in catching prey. Sometimes they are so good, they can even catch fish bigger than what they can eat. Animals at Torres del Paine tend to be very relaxed with humans, as we don't really represent any threat to them. A great sign of a place that has successfully protected wildlife. Very soon, the grebe activity turns from feeding behavior to interactions between males and females. It is now when they find their mates, so they can successfully have offspring this upcoming summer.
What of a mating this place? From the grebes in general? Is coordinating their movements between female and male to see if there's chemistry or not.
Finding your mate by dancing.
I need a little bit of grip skills.
Surprisingly, not only small birds find protection in these wetlands. Reeds and long grass are great for hiding from the cold Patagonian winds. Here, animals live peacefully in one of the most beautiful places on the planet, giving us a unique chance of observing their most intimate moments. This mom and her cubs represent the best of Torres del Paine, the best of many people and their conservation efforts.
Everybody's walking toward the dead road on a place in a foreign world. Tattered ways and broken like a starlet. I am drawn, but I'm made for her. I was made to fall in love with you. I was made